It's Week 14 of the National Football League, and we've got the GOAT, Tom Brady, as he's moved past 3,000 yards passing for the year and looking for more. It's the Steelers and the Browns. All that and more coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the world's steel capital in the city of bridges, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in playing pretty good football. Winners of 4 of their last 6 games. Meanwhile, for the Browns here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes that actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Steelers now to take over for the first time. And led out by their veteran quarterback. He's been around a while. They don't celebrate birthdays for him. They just cut him up and see how many rings he's got around the middle. He has been in the league a long time.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. A first carry for Najee Harris. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visiting Steelers who came away victorious, so they'll look to claim the season series with a win here in Pittsburgh. 2nd and 9. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Brady on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. On fourth down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. Orchestrating the offense will be a man who, of course, won a national title back in his days at Clemson, Deshaun Watson.
And he makes it so difficult for all defenses because when he's got the ball, it's hard to say when a play is truly over because he can create from any spot on the field and in any situation, even when it appears that he's contained. When he's running your offense, a big play could arrive from any possible spot.
On first down, it's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. The numbers for Njoku from a week ago, 12 catches, 92 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. 2 yards, good enough for a first. The Browns at 7-5 now in the year. Charles, they were losers last time out. What do you think they need to do differently here?
Well, I don't think it needs to be as drastic as burning up last week's game tape or not watching it, but the attitude has to be what's done is done. Let's move on. Put that one behind them, galvanize themselves, and go forward and get a win in this one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Watson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, Brady. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. That throw by Brady incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Santos' kick is up and through, and the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
They run again on 1st down. Chubb. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. From the 39, Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down.
His first catch, good for 16 and a 1st.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Watson off play action. And his throw here's incomplete. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And he put enough leg into it, but it's well off to the right and no good. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 16 carries, 66 yards.
They're coming off of back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. He's helped draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
They run again with Harris. And not a lot of daylight. Not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. Now they'll throw with Brady. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that is incomplete. Brady going to go on fourth down. That's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Browns. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for a Browns TD. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
To throw again on second down, Brady. And his throw is incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Here's Presley Harvin now. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is fielded at the 27. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Cleveland offense making their way out. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Now it's Watson, a bootleg. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. They go up the middle with Chubb, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And that'll be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Watson. Got a man. It's Schwartz, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Anthony Schwartz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running, on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
kills.
Speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Steelers ready to take over on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming.
To throw is Brady.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Brady.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Watson. And that is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady.
Slings this deep from McLaurin.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
And now a pass dumped off to his running back. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brady to throw again.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Harris running straight ahead.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Brady going to throw.
That's swung out wide to Harris.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 32-yard line. To throw, it's Brady.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Brady. Austin brings in the quick throw.
And in for the Steelers' touchdown.
Calvin Austin.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are back within a score.
That time as they go 9 plays in all.
And in the end, a Calvin Austin touchdown grab finished the drive off.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now the Browns coming out on the field.
No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down.
On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Brady.
And that one on the money to Claypool downfield.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Chase Claypool.
67 yards.
And the Steelers have regained the lead.
Santos able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Browns set and ready to go on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. On 2nd and 12, Watson throwing the out route incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. From the gun on third, Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. On 2nd and 11 now. Brady looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Brady's throw there complete, and they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Brady, nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Again, it's Brady.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. On 1st and 10, Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He's going to drop this one down for Chubb.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
There's another catch by the running back, Nick Chubb.
Watson trying to get his guys moving. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Watson looks to throw again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. Brady.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. After the interception, here's Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
York able to send this one through.
And that will tie things at 17 all.
So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they have the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA.
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter.
The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the third. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
To throw again on second down, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A give running right is Chubb. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. On 2nd and 9, Watson. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 32-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
69 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
They'll run with Chubb. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Felton diving for the end zone, and he'll get there. Touchdown.
Well, Brandon, he just followed his nose, and his nose took him to the end zone. But how about the big guys up front, giving him at least a stalemate in order to find that space?
Yeah, the O-line won the battle in the trenches there, didn't they?
Extra point by York is up and good.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. On second down, this is Harris. Takes this to the 45. Not much space there after the nice move. On third down, here's Harris. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. On first down, Brady. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And a little floater there is incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. To throw is Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The Steelers send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that is very well done there, as this will be marked out of bounds at the 5-yard line. Now, if you're a fan of punting, this game's for you. He's been out there quite a bit. That one may be his best yet.
Yeah, he certainly got his leg loose by now. It kind of reminds me of my college football coach, John Majors. He loved the punting game because he liked the positioning, the field position, and he loved to play defense.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Watson. Completes it right side to Cooper. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. That catch, by the way, kind of noteworthy. It's number 764 in his career. Ties him with Hall of Famer James Lofton.
And he's done it just as James Lofton did in his career. Smooth.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. Now Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McDonald.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd and 1, Watson. He finds his man, complete. It's McDonald.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
Watson's throw taken in by Cooper here. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb.
And able to get this to the 31.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. He's got the connection to Cooper.
And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
And a good quarterback facing zone coverage if he has just a little bit of time to serve.
He's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This is the tight end, Njoku. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. T.J. Watt, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. York able to send this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
Now a play fake. Brady.
Open man is Duvernay.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On play action, it's
locates Claypool on the crossing route.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
On the delay, here's Harris. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Vision and speed, two of the attributes that you might say are important for a free safety, and we saw both in evidence there.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
On 2nd and 7, Brady to the end zone, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Shotgun now for Brady. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Terry McLaurin, a 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Steelers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Santos with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC.
Now the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we've got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Now Watson.
He finds his man complete. That's McDonald. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Well, a clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Throwing again on second down. Watson.
Going out wide, finds Chubb. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Again, it's Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
On first down, Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's McDonald.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And out of bounds right around the 20. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to swell the lead to 6.
York able to send this one through.
And that will double their lead as it's up to 6.
So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
And the Notre Dame man, Chase Claypool, in this offense, ready for their upcoming possession.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. To throw, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds. To throw again on second down. Brady. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. Throwing now is Brady.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And he will have a Steelers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 60 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. From the 38, Brady. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll get it inside the 20.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Now it looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. An injured Steeler on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
On the give, this is Harris. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13.
Again, it's Harris on second down.
And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Myles Garrett in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list.
They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique.
On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. So that a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. but all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Second down, here's Chubb again.
And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Now it's Watson. Looking deep downfield. He's got a man, complete. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Up the middle, it's Chubb. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And again, it's Chubb. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to perhaps salt this one away.
York able to send this one through.
And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Tom Brady in the offense. Down by 9. 46 seconds to go. A crushing loss to their playoff chances on the horizon, barring a huge turnaround here, starting with 1st and 10. Now the Steelers hustling up to the line of scrimmage. Brady to throw.
He's got McLaurin on the move past the 40. Still going inside the 20.
And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So 20 seconds remain. It'll come down to this. And this will be recovered by the Browns hands team, and that should just about write a finish to this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
What a finish in this one, Charles. This group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were mounting that game-winning drive? Big-time moment. No one shied away from it. They tuned out the crowd, kept their heads, and executed the way they needed to earn that win.
So for the Browns, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, you wonder what this will do to their playoff prospects as they fall to 8-5. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.